The first thing that comes to mind is Baker always had a ball in his hand.
It's amazing how many people are like, oh, Baker Mayfield, I predicted it. 5'11", not that athletic, average arm. I predicted it.
And is it fair to compare Mayfield to Manziel?
Absolutely.
Baker Mayfield's journey could be summarized perfectly in 2 words: doubted and overlooked. Uber competitive kid growing up from football is religion, Texas. Baker was a late bloomer. 5'2" his freshman year. He was tiny. Sophomore year, 5'10". Huge growth spurt. Still, didn't get the nod to start. It was a hard time for me, he would say. So he sat. Junior year, Lake Travis High starter goes down. First series of the opener. Baker waited years for this moment. And what do you know? He shined. 276 yards, 16-0 record for the season. State champions. You gotta be thinking the schools are a-coming, right? Well, TCU and SMU showed interest until his senior year, where times got tough for his family. We hit a serious rough patch. It was stressful, his father James would say. They moved from rental to rental 4 in Baker's senior year alone. Nonetheless, he threw 22 touchdowns, all with an injury-riddled team and distractions off the field. At one point, his left tackle weighed 180 pounds. The biggest thing I remember was the toughness he showed. He was getting the heck knocked out of him, his coach would say. His high school career, over 2 years, 6,255 passing yards, 67 touchdowns, 8 picks. Not good enough for his childhood team, the Sooners. They didn't recruit him. He was listed as a measly 3-star recruit with offers from small schools like Rice. His high school ranking, 160 in the state. For the country, 1,028.
If we didn't get the offer, let's think walk on. And that was not very well received.
Former high school teammate Michael Brewer suggested walking on at Texas Tech to Mayfield, so he was like, all right. But more importantly, it helped his family out financially. I was excited to walk on. I felt greatly disrespected, he would say. Brewer, Mayfield's bud, injured his back, and the competition was down to 2 quarterbacks. You know how this goes. Baker was the first true freshman to walk on to start at a BCS conference school. He went 5-0, dude was rolling. Then this happened. When I got hurt, there was no communication between me and my coach. When I got healthy, I didn't know why I wasn't playing. He competed to start the Holiday Bowl, and head coach Cliff Kingsbury went with Davis Webb. Even as Big 12 Offensive Freshman of the Year, Mayfield thought he was thrown off to the side. It turned into a he said, she said. His high school coach asked him, do I need to get on the phone? And he goes, no. I'm just gonna go walk on at OU. Wait, what? OU? Walk on? Is he insane? Well, yeah, he is, but here's the kicker. Texas Tech would not allow him to transfer and hit the field immediately, even though he was a walk-on, not a scholarship player. Still, he pushed through. He showed up unannounced at OU. I didn't really have many friends at all, if any. Imagine that for a second. Going somewhere you don't know a soul, trying to make a team that had big-time quarterbacks. I was confident in my ability, Baker said. It's why I decided to walk on to a bigger school in the Big 12, because I was confident in myself. So we sat and waited and waited. Sooners were rolling. Coming off an upset win over Nick Saban and Bama in the Sugar Bowl, OU had 5 scholarship quarterbacks led by Trevor Knight. No worries to Baker. The coaching staff went into camp with a fresh mind, allowing the best to be crowned starter. Baker won, and the wins kept coming. In his first year, he danced the Sooners into the college football playoff against Clemson. Although they lost, he was named second-team All-American. He was a Heisman finalist. As a walk-on, this is unheard of. Then the accident happened. While his mom, Gina, and her sister were set to drive to Hilton Head, a Lincoln Town car had crossed the median and hit another car. Gina Mayfield and her sister, Christy Brooks, were in the back seat. The accident left 2 people dead. Baker's mom suffered severe intestinal trauma and damage to her abs and collarbone, mostly because of the seatbelt that saved her life. Baker left school for days to care for his mother. She's still recovering in their home in Texas. And still he played, and still he won. He had the highs of beating Ohio State in Columbus, albeit with controversy. They played against Kansas, albeit with controversy. Still, he led the Sooners to the college football playoff again, losing to Georgia in a shootout. Baker was told to
Humble yourself. Humble yourself. Humble yourself.
He won the Heisman with the 3rd highest percentage of total points and a Heisman winning vote since 1950. Big deal. He is the first ever walk-on to win, setting a record for pass efficiency rating, 196.4. Along his journey, he has paid it forward, visiting sick children and cared for the community every step of the way. All he wanted was a chance to be the starting quarterback in high school. All he wanted was a chance to be the starting quarterback at Texas Tech, Oklahoma, and to earn scholarships. When he's had those chances in his life, he's proven himself. He continually has and he will continually do so one step at a time.